Our next class is on typography. So, what is typography? You might go in the field out there and you hear people talking of typography. Typography simply refers to the font type that you'll choose for your design. There are major types of photography. Basically, you have serif fonts. These are the oldest and most basic type of fonts. They have feet at the bottom and top of each letter. They're perfect for classic and professional use cases. E.g., Times News Roman. You've seen newspapers using this typography a lot. We have sans serif, which don't include the feet or any projections at the end of the stroke. They are widely used, especially in modern designs. Example, Poppins, Montserrat, all that. So we have scripts. These are based on the fluid strokes of handwriting and can range from formal to very casual. They add a feminine feel to the brand. We have decorative. This is the largest and most diverse. They are rarely used for lengthy block text, normally used for signages and headings. So this is how a serif font looks like. You can see the feet at the top and bottom of each letter. This is how the sans serif fonts look like. You can see it's very smooth and they don't have the feet at the top and bottom. This is how a script font looks like, the fluid strokes. This is how decorative fonts look like. So let us move on to spacing. So in font or in typography, we have spacing and alignment, which are critical aspects, which directly impact how your font is read or how your words are read. They refer to how characters are aligned and spaced in recording. Uh, they refer to how characters and lines are spaced and arranged in a text. So the first we're going to look at is tracking. So tracking is a uniform adjustment of spacing between all characters in a line or a block. Increasing tracking adds space between characters while decreasing heightens the spacing. We have kerning. Kerning is the adjustment of spacing between specific pairs of characters. Let's say if you have AV, the A is slanting to the right and also the V is slanting to the right. So kerning, you need to increase the kerning between A and V such that they don't appear awkwardly spaced. We have what we call a leading or the line spacing. It refers to the vertical spacing between lines of text. Proper leading prevents lines from being too crowded or spread out. Let's say if you're writing a Y and we have the Y in small letters as a descender, you need to have good leading or line spacing such that the Y does not overlap with the text below. It is very simple. We read it in Microsoft Word. If you've done Introduction to Computers, left alignment is also known as flash left. Aligns text to the right. Right alignment is opposite of the left, which flashes text to the right. Is less commonly used for body text as it can create what we call jagged edges on the left side. We have center alignment, which places text in the middle of the available space, creating equal margins on both sides. Can work well for short headings and titles, but you don't overuse it. And then we have justified alignment, which aligns text on both the left and the right sides by adding spacing between words and characters. So we use alignment if you want to create clean margins on both the left and the right. Font pairing refers to the practice of combining two or more different fonts in a design to create more harmonious and visually appealing typographic composition. So you need to know how to pair your fonts such that you have two fonts that don't match with each other. So you look at a design, you see that it's off. It's because maybe the fonts were not paired well. So you need to have fonts that complement each other for you to be able to pair fonts well. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. So the first one, you can use a contrasting fonts, which involves combining fonts with distinct styles. So you can have a sans serif as a header, like Helvetica, you can see down there. And then you can have a serif for the body. Okay. So as you can see that we have Helvetica for header and a sans serif for for no sorry for body font. So we have similar fonts. You can use a similar font, but pair it with different thicknesses. So I'm using one font in my presentation, which is Comp Sans, and I'm having the black or the extra bold for headings, and I'm having the regular for body font. And this is exactly what they've done there with Railway. You can pair fonts using the size and hierarchy. Playing with font sizes and styles can help establish a clear typographic hierarchy, making it easy for the reader to distinguish headlines, subheadings, and body text. So this person has used Playfair for the header. They has used Montserrat for the subheader and Baskerville for the body. So you can play with font just like that. As you can see, the one on the left, which is Playfair, Josephine Sans, and Comforter, and the Carlson Pro, it's not actually bringing it out well. You can also pair fonts by using what we call X height, which is a typographic technique that involves selecting fonts based on their X height, which is the height of the lowercase x in relation to the font's overall size. As you can see, Futura X height matches the century old style's X height. Futura's X height doesn't match the base Fabil X height. You can also pair fonts using mood. Mood font pairing involves selecting fonts based on their mood or emotion to convey specific atmosphere. So you've seen wedding designs or wedding fonts being, you say, passive, decorative. Yeah, so that is uh, using it for moods. You've seen, let's say, toys for children or brands targeted to women. They have this playfulness mood, which is basically using fonts that adhere to that.